A message for all the fucking hypocrites. You see, the true origins of Christianity and celebrating Christmas, is supposed to elevate your consciousness. I'm seeing the exact opposite. You can have your own opinions about how things can go, how I can react or respond to how stuff is happening. But as I see it now, it's like everything is synthetic. The foods that people make, the scents, the candles, all the vaping. And you know what? Some people are addicted. I get it. You're addicted to vaping. You're addicted to alcohol. Everyone goes through these issues. But if you're going to validate something for so long and be of the light, be of, a positive mindset, you can't do that when there's something that's subconsciously tearing you down. So this is how I'm going to respond. I don't see it changing. This is my response to what is taking place. Because when I go inside of these buildings, people don't listen to me. Why should they be upset at me, come at me, telling me that I'm at fault, that I should be giving them positive energy when I've told them repeatedly, I don't like the foods you're eating. I don't like the scents you're giving off. I don't like these artificial candles that you're putting inside these places that I gotta smell. I don't like that these people are becoming overweight or unhealthy because they're eating processed sugar for every dessert. Now, why do you come at me and tell me that I'm doing something wrong or I have to change the way I am? You're telling me pretty much that I gotta sit in there, smell in these artificial fragrances for 6 to 7 hours during a family party or whatever the case may be, and just accept it. Bullshit. And you know what? This is how I respond. You got to take extra measures when things are not going well. If you're sitting around complacent and not doing anything, it's an absolute disaster. You're going to get sick. You're going to suffer the consequences. So don't tell me how I need to respond. And this is not me overreacting. I'm laying out the simple facts of what's taking place in the environment. And this is a constant pattern. Now, there are many people on YouTube, on Instagram, social media platforms that talk about all of the artificial stuff within this reality. But at the end of the day, many of them are scattered all around the place. They're not in my specific situation where I'm around certain people, where I have to deal with this. They may not have to deal with it in their immediate environment. We're all scattered. This is my response. Sorry, I got an airplane up there. Hopefully you can hear over me. But it's if you're going to be if you want to speak of the true light and act like you're a Christian, and this is like a tradition. In many people, this is their religion. This is what they believe in. This is what their foundation is. But you'll remember what I'm saying here. 18 years of Catholic education. They don't teach you once to eat healthy. They don't teach you once to grow spiritually. There's certain ideologies, but why is it that there are several Christians that do not take care of their vessel? And taking care of your vessel goes far beyond eating healthy. I know that many of you don't really care about that stuff. You just kind of, stay quiet on it. It's just not a big deal. But when I'm sitting inside that room and I'm sniffing in those chemicals for 6 to 7 hours, and overall, when you combine that with alcohol, with the toxic foods, the drinks, the whatever drugs or antibiotics or whatever it is, you combine all of it together, your body's deteriorating over time. You're not thinking at a higher level, and you're going to die sooner. It's the reality of the situation. You may not like my tone. I may be different than you, but at the end of the day, this is how I'm going to respond. You're not going to change how I respond to this, because this is actually not me overreacting at all. This is just me laying out exactly what's taking place. And I would like to be heard more, and that's why I create more videos. I could have been doing this much, much more. But I feel at this moment I'd like to be heard about this. Because there are several people who got a large following who talk about a lot of things, but they're not bringing this specific thing up right here. It's true suffering when you're stuck inside of an environment where the air is toxic, the water is toxic, the food is unhealthy. It's pure prison. It's a pure frequency prison. And I care about it. Not many people show that they care about it. I know there are some on here, on YouTube, on Instagram, but you're not going to change how I respond to this, because I know I'm in the right, and I know that I actually care about this. And for those who don't care, and you're going through the ignorant acts every day, maybe you will listen to this eventually, and you'll wake up, and I'll actually help those people. So it's the people that actually care the most that people scorn. They castrate. I mean, if you want to talk about Jesus, he was the one that was ridiculed and as the story goes, crucified. I mean, think about it. That's how the story goes. So the same thing can be applied to everyday life of people who speak the truth, who are ridiculed, and groups of people gang up on them, while everybody who's in that specific group, 20, 30, hundreds of people, all eating processed foods, all supporting ignorance, while the one person who's speaking out against it gets castrated. This is how the real story goes. And I'm speaking exactly how this is happening in real time. I hope that you're paying attention to this, because this is clear as day. This is exactly how it is. I'm not speaking lies. This is what is taking place.